I know I wrote 7 o'clock. $7:15. But I was on the toilet taking a shit. And it hit me. I need to do this now. Because you know they say when the head is fucked up, there's no hope for the rest of the body. So I can see the body of the pavilions is falling apart. And that must mean that the head is not okay. So I'm gonna do a reading for the head. Excuse me, you see how I'm sniffling? Listen, yeah, there's no heating. There's no heating downstairs in the pavilions. None. Why? It's very cold down there. Tell me why inside the building feel like outside. Excuse me while I get ready, okay? Whoever the head is, I think you need to hear from God. Whether you take the advice, whether you appreciate it, whether you feel like you want to kill me, whatever it is that you feel like you want to do, you need to hear what God have to say. Because there's too many empty units downstairs. There are too many empty units inside the pavilions. All these very big spaces. And they're empty. And I swear, if I'm not mistaken, there's no heating. There's no indoor heating inside these places either. In the shops, I think they have these portable heaters that they blow air in the inside the shops to warm up the shops for the customers. So clearly there's something going on. Now, if you got shady business going on, that's not my interest. Most likely you have shady business going on, but y'all can relax. That's not what I'm here to declassify. I'm not interested. I'm not here to break down. I'm here to build up. Now, if my intention to build up end up breaking down something, is because it was meant to break down. So I don't care how y'all feel about what I'm doing right now. I don't feel very good about how I'm treated when I'm downstairs. And I'm sure the other people who have to work in that cold fucking area, and when you go down there and you sit down in that area where they have seating, is like you can't even sit comfortably because it's cold. Do you want customers to come here or not? Because it doesn't look that way. Are you trying to shut down the building completely? Is that what you want? Why do you have a big building and bare empty units? Let's see, let's see, one. If I'm not mistaken, there's probably 2 over on that side by Burger King, or 3. Okay? About 2 or 3. I'm gonna say 2, just to give you the benefit of the doubt. Then going up there, the place where Direct Linen used to be, that's empty. And then I think there's a place where the Christmas shop used to be, that's empty. So that's 4. And then we got the place that I was interested in the side. Is that empty now? And the place where the M&S cafe used to be, I swear that's like 6 units already empty. Argos, where Argos used to be, that's empty. The tiny little space I want just outside my apartment building, that's empty. The space on the end, right in front of, what shop is that? The jewelry shop, close to the haberdashery, that's empty. Are you trying to bring money in, or you already have enough money so you don't really care about customer appreciation or anything like that. I don't understand. Place is absolutely freezing. You can't bring your family out and just chill out in between your shopping experience because the place is freezing. You go inside the shop itself freezing. Is it too expensive? Can you not afford? But it's not your money. If somebody rent the shop from you, they're the ones who supposed to be spending money on the rent and the heating and the electrics and all these things. Or am I missing something? I know y'all don't like me, and you don't have to like me. Although you don't have no justification to not like me. You don't like me simply because I do the right, simply because I'm black, simply because I'm young, simply because I like to speak truth. You don't like me simply because I'm a representation of the Savior. I speak truth, I express kindness, I bring love and light into the world, and that's why y'all don't like me. Just imagine. But it's cool. I'm still gonna be who I was called to be anyway. I'm still gonna bless you. And then tell you fuck off at the end of it. You can take your blessing and shove it up your ass when I'm done giving it to you. Y'all are horrible people. You people are horrible people. But it's cool, I'm used to you now. What would shock me is kindness coming from you guys. That's what would shock me. It's not my first time going through this with you. It's the same thing that happened when I was doing the hairdressing up there at the Thursday, Friday, Saturday market. I see how y'all treated me. Now the palm reader is supposed to be in India. I told the man in charge to give me a call so that I can come and get a space there. Did he call me? No. And I know what that means. That means you guys don't want me around. That means you guys don't want me to make no money. That means fuck off, you black bitch. We have the power here. And we could do whatever the fuck we want with you. And you better know your place. Message received. I'm still gorgeous. And I'm still blessed. And I'm still nice. I'm still the light of this world. At least one of them. And you can't take that from me. No matter what you do. I don't care how you guys abuse me. You're not gonna change me. I was built this way. Is it Lady Gaga? I was born this way. You know? I was born this way. So, I need to go up higher. I'm too tiny. Okay. Alright, so Most High, these lovely children of yours that insist on being mean and horrible, this person that is in charge of what takes place here, I know they're probably not in charge of my situation, but it's not about me and my situation because I already know that you have my situation on lock. Okay, so I'm just going through the motions until I get to the other side of this jungle. Okay, that's not my problem. Now, if this person who is in charge of the pavilions is having difficulty and he or she or they need to hear from you, I'm asking you now to use me as that channel to tell them what they need to hear from you. That which will bring them peace, give them direction, that which will shine the light towards a happier, brighter, more worthwhile future. Okay, show them the way back to happiness, back to mental stability, back to peace, back to appreciating life. You know? Yeah. So use me. Let me deliver this message on your behalf, please. It's very cold down there. Okay, my fingers were freezing. It's terrible. Could be better. Should be better. Even for the sake of inviting customers. Y'all don't want to make money? Y'all don't want to do business? Are the shadow people behind you too stopping you from being able to run your business effectively as you would have? Is it they who are standing behind you stopping you? Did you do some bad deals or some shit? Is your money running low? Something's going on. But let's try and get you back to peace. So, what does the Most High want to tell you? Most High, what do you want to tell this person, he, she, or they, that are in charge of this pavilions building, this cold pavilions shopping center? What do you want to say to them? You've probably been trying to talk to them through their dreams, talking to them through their friends or through their children. They probably won't listen. You know, deliver your messages to them through me. Two more times. figured. Clearly. So what does God want to say to you? God want to say to you, ask for help from others, because all work and no play. You're working too hard. You're trying to do everything on your own. It says being weighed down by too many responsibilities. That's your issue. You think you're Superman or something? And you see a big problem that people have as well, rich people or this culture, is you start something grand and you expect to pass it on to your children. But the thing is, the fact that they're born from your body doesn't mean that they're going to be interested in what you're interested in. So you can't have a child and insist that the child plays a part in your business affairs, whatever line of business you choose to get in, because it may not be their interest. They may not be connected to that type of business. Okay? And for that reason, they will not put in their best effort. They won't be happy there trying to help you to maintain. They'll say, I didn't tell you to do that. You did that yourself. That's not what I like to do. That's not what I want to do. And can you blame your children for feeling that way? No, you shouldn't. But as a parent would feel bad because the child wants to take their own path in life. But what we're supposed to do is find people with like minds. It's not about blood. It's about finding people who share your vision and your passion. That's what will make a winning team. So just because you have a child, it doesn't mean that they're going to be interested in running the family's business. They don't care how many millions it is. And all that you've been working for years, should you become unable to manage it and they get their hands on it, the first thing they'll do is sell it. How many times have we seen that happen? They sell it and take the money because, number one, usually they're not trained to value money. They're not trained to respect money. They're not trained to be wise with money. They're raised spoiled. They're raised getting everything that they want when they want, as long as daddy and mommy can make it happen, because daddy and mommy want their son or daughter to feel special and be above everybody else. So the whole mindset is messed up. But you need to find people who you can rely on for help. God says you're weighed down by too many responsibilities, pavilions, management, or head. There's too much going on and you can't manage all of it. You need assistance. And I know it's hard finding people that you could trust and stuff like that. But sometimes you get hit. Sometimes people steal from you. That's just the way that life goes. So if you're gonna allow yourself to be too fearful to open up to people because you're afraid of somebody taking advantage of your riches and stuff like that, then it's falling apart anyway. So you're not helping yourself by closing yourself down from getting outside help. You need to get some outside help and ask the Most High to bless you. And if they manage to take anything from you, then you need to let that shit go. Or if you have a way of dealing with it that you can get your stuff back, then get it back. But where that came from, there's more to come. What is for you will always be for you and nobody else can take it. I've had to learn these lessons and accept these things to be true. God will bless you. You have to take that first bold step forward. You can't be afraid. Let's look at the underlying issue here, is strength. It says the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness, time to embrace how wonderful you are. So that's the issue here, is having the strength. You're only one person. Or if there's more of you, there's more of you that are needed. Because there's a certain level of intelligence that's needed to run the business successfully. Okay? Or whatever it is that you're trying to manage. It calls for not only intelligence, but the willingness to put in the effort to the best of one's ability. You need supporters. So we have immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. So that's what it is. You've been telling yourself for the longest while that you can manage. But God is saying you cannot. So you've been training yourself to believe, yes, I can, yes, I can. But you can't. The next step, we have 10 of autumn. Take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. See? That's exactly what I'm saying. And the 10 of cups. It says an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. You see? That's exactly what I was saying to you. This is what it is, but it's not working out the way how you planned. We got the Empress, time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. See, these things are what you tell yourself. This is how you're seeing things in your mind. The information on these cards that I just read to you reveal how you see things in your mind. But this is the reality of your situation. Things are not going the way that you hope they would go. And this is why I am here. So this is me coming in now, the Princess of Winter. It says information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness. An indigo child or adult. So this is the truth that you really needed to hear. You need assistance, my friend. Well, you're not my friend, but you need assistance. You need help. You need to find people who can actually help you. Here we have the Two of Summer, falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. Forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up, your relationship can be healed. So now what? You're thinking about actually liking me because I'm assisting you. You don't have to like me if you don't want to. I'll assist you anyway. Because you're not sure. Nine of Winter. These two energies are opposing energies. The Nine of Winter says unfounded fear, focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. So it's like, yes, you want to be trusting. Yes, you want to accept help, but you're still worried about what could go wrong. And that's what's holding you back. First of all, you need to invite God into your situation, and then you need to move forward with faith and with confidence and not worry about people who are going to try to steal from you and stuff. These things happen all day, every day. That's what's being done to me. You don't see me allowing it to stop me. I go out and I do what I have to do, even if people want to laugh at me or whatever. I don't care. Because what I'm doing is planting seeds for my future. So even though things may look how they look now, I know what they're going to look like in the future. And in the future, I'll be the one to be smiling. You see? So I'm resting on God's promise. What did God promise you? Whatever God promised you, you shall have. God doesn't lie. What did your soul say to yourself when you started? It wasn't a lie. The objective now is to find your way towards making that a reality. And sometimes the people that you feel you should be depending on is not the ones that you should be depending on. So can I just take this moment to say, whoever you've been working with up until now, you need to reevaluate if they're the right person for the position that you have them in, because things are falling apart. Things aren't running smoothly. Okay? All right. So the next card that was coming is powerful intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. So now you're starting to get clearer. Listen, the truth is the only thing that will set us free. Because just because we paint a pretty picture that we want to manifest in our mind, it doesn't mean it's going to happen. The question is, yes, that's my target. But how do I get there? And a lot of the time we tend to take the straight route to our final destination, when really and truly success, getting to success look like this. So you're going from here to here, and the universe will take you here, carry you there, bring you around there, go make you do loop de loop, carry you back right where you started sometimes, bring you up, bring you close up. Oh, you missed it. And yeah, just keep going. Just keep going. You get there. Because God can't lie. God doesn't lie. Because as soon as God diminishes its reputation in our sight, it loses all power. So if God says He's gonna bless you, God intends to bless you. But you have to work with God to get the blessing. Okay, I can't say God don't lie. Sometimes God does something to the truth to kind of get us to the next step. God doesn't come at us like straight on every time, to be fair. Reading tarot for other people has taught me that God is quite a mystery. Yeah, God say its thoughts are higher than our thoughts, and its ways are higher than our ways, or something like that. It's like you would not believe what God would and wouldn't do. But then we could, because God is the creator of good and evil. So that means as evil can be, God can be that. And as good can be, God can be that too. So all we have to do is rest on faith, okay? Trust that what God said God will do in your life, God will do in your life. If God promised you a happy family, you're going to have a happy family. If God promised you a successful business, you will have a successful business. But how you get there is by working with the universe, working with God. Not trying to control the variables to fit how you want them to fit. Because you're only going to delay yourself. It's like you want to be the boss, but yet still you don't know where you're going and you don't know how to get there. So you need to allow God to go before you and show you the way, show you who to invite. And just because God lead you to one person, it doesn't mean that that's the person. You might invite that person, then they come in and they screw you over, but because they fulfilled whatever prophecy they were supposed to in your life, then that now leads you to the person that God actually want to fit with you, so that they can be a blessing to you and not a curse to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So don't paint this pretty picture of getting to success is just straight on like this. Understand that success, the road to success, is rigmarole, up and down, and just enjoy the journey. In any case, God is going to be looking after you throughout that journey. That is for certain. So, enjoy the scenic route. Enjoy the ride. Remember to have fun in the middle of all the madness. Don't allow your thoughts to consume you when it comes to things not going how you want them to. Allow yourself to have fun still. Okay? In all things. Allow yourself to be at peace. Allow yourself to just give your cares to the universe. You cannot handle everything for yourself. You have to work in partnership with the universe if you want to win in this life. Even the darkness work in partnership with the universe. And that's how they win. So let's get God to give you its advice. Okay, so we see what the problem is. The problem is you're trying to do everything your way and by yourself. And that's not working. You need to reassess your alliances and replace who need to be replaced and stuff like that. You need to shuffle people around so that the team works for you. Take steps to get you where you want to see your business going. Don't just sit there and be upset and then become mean. And no, don't be upset with people. Don't waste your energy and your time doing that. Start making winning moves, like listening to this here message and praying about it, asking for guidance, and allowing yourself to trust that you will get the guidance that you are in need of. That's how you do that. And then follow instructions when God gives you these instructions. So let's give you some advice. What is your advice for this person, please, Most High? What is your advice? Okay, I'm being called to 2 decks for advice. So we're going to get the message from this one and then the message from this one after. I forgot to do you a price reading to see how much your reading would have costed. Hang on, I'm going to do that because I'm here to make money too. I would like you to pay me, but your choice. But this is what would have been the case if this was an actual business transaction. Let's find out what the cost of your reading would be before we finish with your advice. As soon as I find where I put my folder. I found it. Talk money to me. Listen, I'm a tough cookie, okay? I know how to handle my own because I know who I belong to. I belong to God. All right. So if you see people abusing the hell out of me and I still am full of spunk and full of life and still able to bless people, it's because God made me to do that. Okay? That's exactly what I was created for, because God knows that people like me would be needed. Because if I was to only be nice to people who are being nice to me, there wouldn't be many people that I would be nice to, because almost everybody I know is actually horrible to me. Okay? I just have to see past that. Oh, I forgot to show you. So in this deck, there are different prices that you could be charged. It goes from £10, well, from free up to £10,000, because I feel like a peace of mind could easily cost £10,000 if God says so, especially if you can afford to. And if I'm going to be here as a channel to bring you that message, then I deserve to get paid for my work. I don't care what color I am. I don't care how you feel about me. So, yeah, these are the different prices. And I even have a free card. I have a negotiate card. Okay, so let's see what God declares you should be paying for this reading. I want to show you everything that's here so that you know I'm not cheating you. So whatever come out is what God declare. It could actually be for free, because I have a free card in here. I have a free card, I have a refused job card, and I have a negotiate card. Okay? Because sometimes people need to hear from God, but they don't have the funds to do it. Or maybe God just wants to bless them so it'll be free, for example. Sometimes people are just horrible and God is like, don't pay attention to them, so then I'll get refused the job and I'll be like, okay. And then sometimes it's like, Chanel, I'll give you power. What do you want to charge them? Do what you feel like. But this is your range. You're going between here and here. Yeah. And then I'm giving a little bit of power as to how much you pay for your reading. But my thing is, people spend a lot of money on clothes and shoes, and these things only make people look good on the outside, okay? They don't make you happy. Well, they do, but you have to be happy in your mind first, or else they won't make you happy, okay? So everything starts with the mind. I make the mind happy with the messages from the Creator. You know what I'm saying? I bring you understanding. I bring you truth. I bring you clarity. I bring you direction. I bring you a peace of mind, you know. So now that you know what's happening in your world, then at least if you want to take the advice, you could actually start making the right moves to change your situation around now that you have a better understanding of what your problem is. You see, because sometimes we got things bothering us, and it's like we either don't know what's bothering us or we don't want to admit the truth about what's bothering us, and that keeps us stuck, you know. So first I'm gonna bring you the charge. Okay, this is how much God would recommend that I charge you for this reading, and then I'll bring you your advice. Okay. 8,050 pounds. Do you think that this bit of information and what it has done for you is worth 8,050 pounds? God believes so. And God believes that you can afford to pay it. And God believes that even if you can't afford to pay it, you should actually save up, because your mind, everything starts with your mind. Your mind is more important than your tushy looking good or your feet looking good or you looking like you're a big man in an expensive car or a big woman in an expensive car. You'll be a sad man or woman in your expensive car and your expensive shoes. Now with this reading, you'll be a happy man or woman in your expensive car or your expensive shoes. I just got your real car moving forward again. Well, I'm the channel. I have to remind myself. It's not my power. It's God's power. I'm just the channel. I'm just the instrument. Yeah, sometimes I kind of get ahead of myself. But I don't like that. Okay, so, yeah, let's shuffle. Let's bring you your message. What's God's advice to you? Person in charge of the pavilions. Now knowing that you need assistance. You can't do everything by yourself. And don't be surprised with how I could talk calm and nice to you. This is just who I am. I know you don't really like me, but you don't have to like me for me to be kind and courteous to you. Shit, I don't have to like you for me to be kind and courteous to you either, you know? So God's advice to you. Abundance. It says, I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Hello. Precisely. Precisimo. But it's how do you get there? So whatever vision you have of yourself, of your life, whatever vision you want to create, you can have it. You can have your family being happy for you. You can have your family wanting to participate in your business. You can have a family business. You can have a happy family business. But You have to take it step by step. You can't be rushing them and forcing people and being upset when they're not doing what you want them to do and stuff. You have to be kind. You have to be nice. You know, you have to give and take. You can't be taking up all their time if they have other interests and stuff like that. They're not obligated to play a part in a business that you started. Not because they're your children. That's a misconception that human beings have. Your parents aren't obligated. You're not obligated to your parents the same way your children are not obligated to you. And that's the reality. There's a certain level of respect that has to be reciprocated one to another in order for this thing to work properly. You understand? And some people, they're just not meant to click with you. So you have to see that when that's the case as well. Okay? But you can have it. The underlying issue, we have death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So death talks about change. Death talks about transference. So you need to move from one frame of thinking and doing things into another. So you have to bring an end to, like I said, possibly people that are working for you. Whatever is not working in your life, whatever is not serving this purpose, God says you need to do what you have to do so that you can bring all the parts together that will work together so that you can have this. Okay? Yeah. And stop worrying. The worry card says, I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Actually, it does. It changes the color of your hair. It changes the thickness of your hair. It changes the state of your physical health. That's what worry changes. Okay, and those are all things that you don't want. Shit. So, let us see what your other message is. Your other bit of advice. So the first bit of advice is, yes, you can have what you want, but you have to be willing to change the things that need to be changed. Okay? God says, know that you are a limitless being and you can have whatever. You can have whatever you want. It's just that timing is everything. Your approach also makes a huge difference to whether or not you gain your outcome or not. Just because somebody is your friend or your child, it doesn't mean they're the right person for the job. It doesn't mean they're gonna love you. It doesn't mean they're gonna have the kind of passion that you want them to have to make your project a success. You want to find people who share your vision, because those are the people who would they will do overtime at work. And people who have passion for something, they'll not only do overtime at work, but they'll become innovative, because it's just what they're created to do. So they'll come up with different innovative ideas. Like they'll invent stuff just to make it work. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want around you. Two more times. See, I've never understood why someone will have a passion to start a business. It'll be a successful business. It's something close to their heart. And they'll end up passing it on to their children when they can no longer do it, knowing that their child doesn't have a passion for it like they do. What do you think is going to become of that business? It's going to be crumbled. It's going to be crushed. If you want your business to stay alive and for your child to also be benefiting from your business, because they are seeds of your own loin. Of course you want them to benefit from your business, but you need somebody in that position who is actually going to carry on what you started, somebody who cares about carrying on. So then they're gonna have to get some kind of a worthwhile incentive, and also your child can get their share out of what work they put in. You understand what I'm saying? So if you were to not be able to run your business for whatever reason, then you have to set it up in a way so that your business can keep going and your child can also earn from the business, since that's what they claim, well, most people be working for, is so that their generations can be blessed by what they've started. So you have to set it up in a way that it actually work out that way, because if you give it straight to your child, the first thing they're going to do is sell it, because first of all, they don't have the respect for it that you do. They don't want to put in the kind of time and the effort that you have. They don't have that desire. Okay. Yeah, all your work, all your 15, 16, 20, 40, 50 years of work is going to be sold for a couple of million, and then your child is going to go off and buy some expensive cars and an expensive house and throw elaborate parties and just basically waste the money. Up in flames, your money went, you know. Nobody wants that. It's time that we start getting smart as a society to how this part of living actually works. Do it right. And people should be teaching their children about money when they're small children. Let them understand the value of earning a living. Let them understand the value of spending money wisely. Let them understand that money can finish. So even if you have to lie to them and tell them that your money is dwindling so that you can start to instill some good money principles in them, it would behoove you to act like daddy and mommy don't have it. And if they don't want to play a part in the company, then they should go out and find some jobs of their own. Don't just feed off of mommy and daddy money. Work for it. Because the thing is, our children are our princes and our princesses. The rest of the world isn't going to love them the way that you're going to love them. So it's up to you as the parent to start them off correctly by making them as independent as you can make them. Because the rest of the world isn't going to be as kind and as considerate and as giving as you and your family would be to your children. That's the reality. Sometimes saying no makes all the difference. But if you're accustomed to saying yes, be careful when you're saying no, because that word is foreign to them and it could evoke terrible things within them. And then ones where it's like you created a monster, I hope you haven't created monsters. Okay, so God's advice to you, and then I'll let you go. Okay. I was told to read from the book, this one that came out. It landed in the lotion. So the card that came out for you is, guess what? Just guess. Precisely. Exactly. Precisely. Moving out of stagnation. So let's get you the information from the book, because the book tells it very well. Better than I could, so. Is it this one? Soul's Journey. This is, hang on. No, this isn't the book. Oh. Shaman's Dream. It was hiding. Okay. So, the Shaman's Dream, that's the name. That's the name of the deck. So, Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. Let's find that one. I love my job, okay? That's why I even do it for free. I love doing this. Because it puts a smile on people's faces. It just changes your whole perception of life, period. That is liberating. Okay? That is liberating not just for me, but for the person that I am reading for. I love this job. See, I was doing hairdressing before, and the enemy was fighting so hard against me that I just let it go. But God has replaced that with this. And this is so much, I won't say that I wouldn't do that anymore. I still have a love for it. But this is so much more rewarding. Because the hairdressing I used to do, because what I do is fix broken and damaged dreadlocks. And it's like a new breath of life when, imagine you have your dreadlocks and they look and they smell nasty and whatnot, and then you come and you find somebody like me and I make your dreadlocks look brand new till people are admiring it. They smell gorgeous, they feel soft, they look healthy, they're well styled. It changes your whole life because it changes how people see you, it changes how people deal with you, and that's the reason why I love my old job. It's that difference that I make in people's life. But this is even more rewarding. So it's like out of the frying pan and into the fire in a good way. Yeah, there's more blessings. So yeah, so anywho, I won't take you up any longer. I'm sorry, I'm done. Let's read you this bit and then we let you go. Moving out of stagnation, Dust Devil. Should be looking in D. Duh. Page 30. Okay. It says, the presence of the Dust Devil causes a ruckus. Some people are afraid of his chaotic nature, believing that he comes to intentionally stir things up. The truth is, you can't expect this dream ally to behave, to bring niceness, to be clean. His power in the mess he creates as he calls for you to end. His power is in the mess he creates as he calls for you to engage in the full cyclone of life. He represents two aspects to you now. The winds in your outer life appearing to throw you off course, where you assume the world is coming at or happening to you. Okay, I get that, but I'll come again because that was a bit choppy. So he represents two aspects to you now. The winds in your outer life appearing to throw you off course, where you assume the world is coming at or happening to you. And the winds that are churning, that churn inside you, with the Dust Devil arising from your dreamscape to help you escape your invisible chains, shackling you to a barren desert. My God, that's a mouthful. You know. Okay, wait. I want to do that again so you can get it. If you don't want to hear it, then don't worry. Matter of fact, I can show it to you, so hopefully you can watch it on a big TV, and then the writings will be much bigger, so you can read it for yourself if I'm not doing it properly. Okay. So the presence of the Dust Devil causes a ruckus. Some people are afraid of his chaotic nature, believing that he comes to intentionally stir things up. The truth is, You can't expect this dream ally to behave, to bring niceness, to be clean. His power is in the mess he creates as he calls for you to engage in the full cyclone of life. He represents two aspects to you now: the winds in your outer life appearing to throw you off course, where you assume the world is coming at or happening to you, and the winds that churn inside you with the dust devil arising from your dreamscape to help you escape your invisible chains, shackling you to a barren desert. So these are like the thoughts that you're having, telling yourself that, yes, this person is good enough for the job. Yes, this person is my son or my daughter. They're going to do a great job. They're going to help me. They're going to support me. You know, this person is my friend. We've known each other for 20 years. Of course, they're going to be good for the position. These are shackles. These are chains. I'm not saying that this is the case, but that's an example, okay? So you know where things aren't working. Wherever they're not working, but you told yourself, yes, they would work, those are the chains. Those are the shackles. Those need to be broken. And it's chaotic. It's going to be rough before it gets smooth. But you're suffering. Things aren't going well. So you have to do what you have to do. So the last bit says, stop asking for things to be perfect. I'm hungry. Excuse my belly. Stop asking for things to be perfect. Awkward, messy, conflicted, exuberant, and wild is how you shift. You have to shake some shit up. Okay? Trust this process. It says the dust devil knows what you need when you need it. Once things settle, you will see the gleaming jewels awaiting your discovery. The wisdom awaiting integration. Okay? And don't worry about people who are gonna want to be angry at you and hating you. Give them to the Lord. Let God take care of them. Because you shouldn't have to accept crap if it's not working for you. Crap don't put heating inside your buildings downstairs. Friendship and familyship is not going to put electricity inside your building. It's not going to provide the funds you need to do repairs if one of your tenants are not happy. But it's your business. So I've given you the tools that you need. It's up to you what you choose to use them and do. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck here. We have a tidy house. Clarity and organization. Exactly. That's what you need right now. Clarity and organizations. Not friends and family coming in and fucking making things worse for you. Things need to get fixed, because when your son or your daughter or your friend come and say they need some money, where you going to get it from if things aren't running right in your business? That's how you get your income. And even if you're getting money from someplace else, why should this one suffer? It doesn't matter. It's your money. It's your businesses. They should all be successful. That's me and God's view on your situation here. So I hope you find your way through the chaos. There will have to be some level of chaos. You can't have change without some level of upheaval. That's just the way of nature. You have to upset the status quo to some extent before things get calm and smooth, clear and organized again. So God is saying, have a beginner's mindset. It's like start over in your mind, like work things out element by element. Look at the structure of your business. Look at who's doing what and see where you need to make these changes. And God says, move with intentionality. So intentionality means I know what I'm doing. I know what I'd like to see. And that's what I'm working towards. And be in partnership with the universe, with your God. Whether that's Allah or Jesus or the devil or whoever you worship. Be in partnership with it. It's your life. You can't do it by yourself. You need your superpower with you. That's how life works. So I hope you appreciate this information, and I hope that you're going to use it to better surrender. Surrender to the divine matrix, your superpower. So it's like God has already got things sorted out in a way for you. All you have to do is get on that path and trust that path. And remember to transmute the pain. Like I say, it's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride. Yeah, just balance. So if you need a break, take a break. If you need to go on holiday, take a holiday. If you need to separate yourself from certain people, separate yourself from them. If you need a drink, take a drink. If you need a smoke, take a smoke. And then get back to business. Take a time out and get back to business. Okay? So, take care of yourself and I wish you the very best. I will say until next time, whatever. It is what it is. Thank you for watching, if you watched. Bye-bye.